Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 31 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. First of all, against Liverpool, who we lost by 6-0 in the last time we played them in the Premier League. And also a Carabao Cup semi-final first leg against Newcastle. Question is, can we improve our form in the Premier League, and can we progress in the Cup? Roll the credits. Hello and welcome back. Last time you were with us, we managed to get past Manchester United to get to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, which is featured on our second game today, first leg away at St James Park in Newcastle. A 3-3 draw and getting through on penalties, scoring all our penalties. I hasten to add, beating them 4-2 on penalties. So managing to get past Manchester United and a 0-0 draw in the Premier League against Wolves. As you see, our continued anti-form in the Premier League continued to the Southampton game. Raheem Sterling after 36 minutes. That was following a James Ward-Prowse goal after 24. So it was an equaliser, got ourselves back on thing. Just couldn't do anything else. 13 shots, only 4 on target there. 15 shots, 4 on target. We had a better XG and a far superior possession, but just couldn't make anything of it. And that has been the story of our recent form, and we need to desperately get ourselves back on side. Having said all that, we did manage to sort ourselves out for the Watford game at Watford. It's a resounding 6-1 win. Barbosa, 2 goals, 3 minutes and 66. Mason Mount scoring an unusual hat-trick, 20th, 36 and 70 minutes. Wesley Fofana from a corner, as you would expect. After 45 minutes, 21 shots, 8 on target. They had 13 shots, 6 on target. Our XG was 3.12 and 59% of the possession. All that means absolutely nothing. How does it leave us in the league, though? As you will see, it leaves us 4th after all those games. We still do have a game in hand over Arsenal, which would see us, depending on if we win that by a number of goals, would actually see us overtake that. I have a distinct suspicion when you look at the amount of games played and the fact that Liverpool have only played 18 today I'm going to say that's the game in hand. It's not the game in hand. Got nothing to do with it because there's other teams playing as well. So ignore my thing. I obviously hadn't read this bit in doing so. Let's go to a bigger screen here. Yeah. So, I mean, despite all, we've only lost 4 games all season. Those games against Tottenham, Liverpool, the 6-0 loss, Manchester United and Leicester. So we shouldn't get too despondent, I suppose. And our recent form is 1 loss, 2 wins and 2 draws. So it could get better. And we're not a million miles away. We're 13 points adrift and Manchester City at the top, but that's a different story altogether. And Liverpool on 43 points. So we're a good 7 points adrift of those. But today being a 6-pointer, we can punch a hole in that. We could bring that down to just 4 points and overtake Arsenal in doing so. That would be absolutely splendid, of course. But of course, as I say, the other teams are playing today in amongst that. We have entered the transfer window. Just going to have a quick look. I don't think there's anything going on. There's a few players looking to go out. Nobody coming in since Eric Garcia in the summer from Barcelona for 26 million. Malang Star has gone out to Atletico Madrid for 12.75 million. And he is the first player to go out in this transfer window. Nothing else doing at the moment, as you'll see from the other screen. We have put an offer in for Tammy Abraham as part of the deal, but he actually signed a new contract with Aroma, so that's gone out the window. We've blown that one. And as you'll see, Colwell and Ampadu looking to go out on loan, as is Zane Silcott Dewberry. All loans out before the close of the window. The other thing should mention is the board, very very kindly have slashed both our budgets. They've transfer. We had about 39 million in there. They've taken that back. So we've just got 500,000. So we're not going to be buying anybody in the near future. And our wage budget has been slashed from about 6,000 down to just below 5,000. So again, we're pretty much on budget and we have no space to do anything else. And we have a number of players that are not happy and want to leave and all sorts of things. So we're going to have to sort ourselves out very soon. And I can't see us doing anything in the transfer window with regards to bringing people in, because simply we have no longer got the money, unless, of course, we sell first. So it's got to be a sell first and bring in later. Right, Liverpool first up then. As we've said, not beaten in this series so far. In fact, it's a very torrid viewpoint. We've played them 4 times. They've won 3. We've drawn 1. They've scored 16 goals against us again, and 5 against 5 that we've scored. A plus 11 goal difference. If it was a table, they'd have 10 points. We'd have 1 point. Do I think today's going to be a change around? Who knows? But I'm thinking possibly not. And this is the side that will face Liverpool. And it's Kepa in goal, Chilwell, Garcia, Koulibaly and James, our defensive line. We are playing the 4-3-1-2 formation. Rice, Jorginho and Kante in midfield, with Mount behind Barbosa and Havertz up front. Mendy, Fofana, Torreira, Broja, Appliquator, Otavio, Hudson-Odoi, Cucurella and Kovacic are on the bench. And this is how the two sides match up. And they are playing a 4-3-3 formation. Firmino up top, Salah out on the right, he's a danger man, as well as Jota. And Henderson and Thiago in that midfield. Fabinho is a defensive midfielder, so we've got to breach through this. And yeah, they are a formidable side, hence why they are second to Manchester City at this time. And our first highlight comes just a minute into the game. Throw in Jorginho, Koulibaly, Garcia, and Koulibaly, James finds Havertz, who's come in, and Havertz loses the ball to Robinson, and danger lies, and not a penalty. Kepa picks up the loose ball. Who was that? That was Firmino. That I think it was Koulibaly tackled. We're going to go back and have a quick look. Just 10 seconds. Robinson with this ball in to Firmino, and it's Koulibaly that took him out. Peels for a penalty, but nothing doing, and Firmino giving it some. Kepa, Jorginho, Rice, Koulibaly, James, Kante, and he's lost the ball. We've lost the ball twice, and Jota, Firmino, he didn't miss the second time, and offside, I think. Let's hope VAR agrees. No, it's a goal. He's managed to stay onside, and we go 1 behind after 2 minutes. And Liverpool are at it again. We can't afford to give away balls in midfield like we're doing. Just stayed onside. Free kick now, Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold tipped over the top by Kepa. Could have been 2-0 after 4 minutes. Robertson now with the corner. Swung in, and it's headed out for another corner on the other side. Barbosa doing the defensive work. Robertson this time an outswinger. Swings it out. It's headed over the top though by Gomez. Throwing on the far side, Alexander-Arnold. No Chelsea highlights. It's a bit of a worry. And that's into the area, and it's gone in. Jordan Henderson getting the second goal. 10 minutes on the clock. And we are 2 behind after 10 and looking as poor as normal. And a corner. We have stemmed the tide somewhat. Change formation. Robertson with a header, and it's headed our way by Rice, but danger still a lot. And Kepa, I think, saving that one. Goes out for a corner on the other side. Robertson with the outswinger. This is danger time again. And handball from Van Dijk. Koulibaly with a free kick then. Kante. Barbosa. James. So we did have a bit of a change round, but Diego Jota getting in front of James, and that's the story of our day. And Diego Jota's gone on a run, and we're now defending for our lives again into the area. Ball crossed in. It's headed down in straight into the path of Mo Salah. 3-0 down, and the writing's on the wall yet again. Again, ball given away, and Diego Jota making the most of it into the area. And Firmino ducking away. Knew Mo Salah was behind him. James with a throw. We've gone attacking. Foolhardy maybe, but we've got nothing to lose now. Garcia in defence. Jorginho, Garcia, Rice. Rice finds Mount. Mount try to find Barbosa, but it's given it away. And we're on the ropes again. But Barbosa wins it back. Can he get one back here? No, he can't. And just when you need him to score, it's pants. Half-time comes. 5 shots, just the one on target. 0.40. 51% of the possession we've had, though. They've had 8 shots, 6 on target, of which 3 of those are goals. 0.94. 49%. Yeah. And 2 changes at half time. Broja and Kovacic on for Rice and Barbosa. And we're on the attack straight away from kickoff. Broja, James. James, can he get this into the area? He can. And he scored. Reece James, his first goal of the season. What a time to score it. And we've got one back straight away from the kickoff. And a bit more incisive. We've done a little bit of tinkering with the formation. And James just, defence didn't cut him off. Not that I'm complaining, but we've got one back. Free kick now from just out. If we get another one back now, it's good time. 59 minutes on the clock. It's swung in. It's a goal. Koulibaly gets the goal and it puts us back 3-2. Is this going to be a dramatic turnaround? Let's hope so. Chilwell with the free kick. Koulibaly getting a flick header on it. And we are back in the game, boys and girls. Chilwell flows into Jorginho. Kovacic. Kovacic keeps hold of the ball. Garcia. Koulibaly. Kante. Goes out wide to James. James, who got this rolling again. Kante. Kante creates a bit of space. Jorginho. Back to Kante. Pushed us back out. Garcia. Kovacic. Jorginho. Kante. Through to Broja. Can he put this away? He can! It's back on, boys and girls. 3-3. And as good as Liverpool were in the first half, we've turned this around in the first 15 minutes of the second. Can we go on to win this? Broja. Come on as substitute. Chips the goalkeeper. And it's 3-3. Robertson with the throw in for Liverpool on that far side. Koulibaly cuts the ball out. Garcia out wide looking for Mason Mount. He's found him. Mason Mount has Chilwell in support. Chilwell back to Mount. Mount tried to get there, but Gomez tidies up and Alisson clears upfield. Koulibaly underneath that one. Broja. Kante. James. This is looking promising. Havertz. He's chipped him. Unbelievable stuff here. 4-3 and at half time despondent. And there you see me throwing my arms around on the touchline, saying to him, just keep going. We have been talk about Jekyll and Hyde performance. That's going to be the title, boys and girls. The one with Jekyll and Hyde. Jorginho to Garcia. Kante tries to find Brozier, but it's a poor ball. And are they going to get back in here? Diego Jota. He's inside. No, Kepa's going to fall on that. And you come back. We are making a couple more changes over and above the changes we made at half time. And we are bringing on, in place of Ben Chilwell, Mark Cucurella coming back from injury. And we are going to also bring on Otavio for Mason Mount, who is tired. Reece James, we did think about taking him off, but he's having such a stonking game on that right side with Brozier at the moment. We're going to leave him on just for a little bit longer and see how we go. Kai Havertz is getting tired, but he's doing a fine job up front there. Havertz with a free kick on 86 minutes. No Mason Mount, of course, to do the free kicks, but Havertz will do it. He's had a go from distance, but it's over the top. Oh, boys and girls, an unexpected win, and what a turnaround that was. 3-0 down at half-time. Liverpool were absolutely rampant, and we didn't have a single answer to them. And I'll go back and watch this myself because I can't remember what the stats were at half-time, but as you know, I was sort of like, this is going one way. And one way only. But Liverpool in the end ended up with 12 shots, 9 on target, 1.36, 49% possession. We had 17 shots in the end, 8 on target, 2.26, a 51% possession. And goals from Reece James, Koulibaly, Brozier and Havertz, rounding off a 4-3 victory against Liverpool. Boys and girls, we have beaten Liverpool in this series. Bang! Well, we've just told the team that we're as pleased as punch for them. And, well, what a resounding Arsenal winning their game, or at least getting a draw. Let's have a look. Arsenal drawing 2-2 against Newcastle. So they are now just a point in front of us. Same goal difference, and we have a game in hand over them as well, which means we could overtake them. And as I said, by the virtue that this was a 6-pointer, we are now just 4 points behind Liverpool. So all isn't lost. And, well, all I can say is we just need to make sure we win that game in hand when it comes around. And that has got to give us a lot of bolster and a lot of oomph to carry on our form. That was a absolutely stupendous win. 3-0 at half-time. To Liverpool. Looked like we were going to a 6-0 like we did last time, but half-time team talk and a change in tactics did the job. Maybe that's a tactic that we should look at emulating going forward. It was absolutely fantastic. Right, I don't know what to say after that. I'm really sort of quite taken aback that we've actually turned that around. What a game. Jurgen Klopp had to face the deluge of inevitable questions about his reaction to the match. Player performance in the wake of Liverpool's 4-3 defeat against Chelsea. Having led the game, you must be wondering how on earth you lost. How angry were you to see victory disappear like that? I'm very disappointed we can't throw away leads like that. No, you can't. Brozier, man of the match. He was. And he came on and deserved his accolades of that. Pat on the head for him. Absolutely fantastic. Right, 3 days down to the Newcastle game then. The first leg of the Carabao Cup. And it is at St James's Park. Previously, we have played them 5 times, won 4 of them. In fact, I hadn't realised at all. Has anybody else realised We beat them in the semi-final of the EFL Cup last season as well. Would you believe it? So last time round, 5-1 at their place. Barbosa, Mount and Raheem Sterling getting the goals in that game. And then 4-3 in the return leg to go through on aggregate. We've lost the once to them at St James's Park this season. Or was it at the end of last season? End of last season. 3-2. We lost that one. I think that possibly was even the last game of the season. But anyway, we have beaten them 2-0 in the Premier League so far this season at our place. Let's see what we can do today. And before we look at the team to face Newcastle in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, just to note that we have beaten Aston Villa by 2-1. 2-1 in that one. Kai Havertz and Eric Garcia getting the 2 goals before half-time. Aston Villa getting one back through Ollie Watkins after 64 minutes. But we'd done enough by then to win the game. And that takes us to 3 unbeaten in the Premier League after that wonky run there. So today we can turn our attention to the Carabao Cup. And for the second season running, Newcastle in the semi-final. Question being is, can we beat them and get through to that final for the second season in a row? Defending champions, of course. This is the side that hopefully will do it. Mendy in goal then comes in to give Kepa a bit of a rest. Kepa been having a good game of recent times. So hopefully we've not made a mistake in putting Mendy in. Mendy's let through too many half chances of late. Chilwell, Garcia, Fofana and James are defensive line. Jorginho playing as the deep line playmaker. Rice and Kante in front of him. Hudson-Odoi and Otavio are the wide players behind Barbosa, who gets the nod up front today. Kepa, Koulibaly, Torreira, Havertz, Appliquator, Kovacic, Aubameyang, Chalobah, and Mount are all on the bench. Aubameyang, of course, this is the only competition he's registered for at the moment. But that could all change very shortly. We'll see. And this is how we line up. They're playing a same formation as us. That's how the two teams look. First throw in, 16 minutes in. Chilwell winning the ball back. Rice back to Chilwell. Can he cross this ball in? He's looking for a way through. He's got Rice in support. Jorginho has a shot from distance over the top. Goal kick. Urga Khan. A long ball. And Fofana misses it. And Isaac is in. He's the top goal scorer for Newcastle. And he's fired that over the top. Newcastle have free corner. Kuna. Rice heads it clear. Chilwell picks up the loose ball. Mendy. Garcia. Chilwell. Chilwell comes forward, but he's been robbed by Almiron. And lovely movement here, but James will tidy up. Otavio comes inside for it. One over the top for Barbosa, who can't beat the goalkeeper, but still alive. Hudson-Odoi is beaten. Kuna with another free kick. This one over the top, and it's gone in. And that's why I don't play Mendy. That is why I don't play Mendy. Mendy's mistake again. Should have had that. Kepa would have saved it. Headed on by Trippier. I think we need to sell him. So we go one behind, right in injury time of that first half. They've had 3 shots, just the one on target, 0.30. We've had 6 shots, 2 on target, 0.40, 57% of the possession. We've got to come from behind. Our first highlight of the half, Acuna with a throw in. We don't want to go too down. Fofana heads that on. And we've not really been in this. Otavio wins the ball. Barbosa. Chilwell. Chilwell comes forward. Must try and get this ball into the area. Inside to Rice. Rice, poor ball in the end. And they counter-attack. Maximin. Got the run of these defenders here. And we're 2 behind. And one wouldn't have been so bad. 2's a bit of a mountain. We need to get a goal back. And so we make 3 changes with 64 minutes on the clock. Kante is off. Jorginho moves from that defensive midfield to take the place of Kante. Kante has come off. We've brought Mason Mount, Havertz and Aubameyang on. And that is looking to try and just change it up a little bit. Barbosa has come off, and Hudson-Odoi also come off. Both of those not playing particularly well. We have a throw in. Chilwell to Garcia. Fofana. Jorginho. Rice. Looking to get at least one back. Garcia. Jorginho. Jorginho flies one out wide for Mason Mount, who's lost the ball. But Chilwell comes and tidies up. Rice through to Havertz. Havertz is in. Very tight angle and couldn't get it away. James throwing on the far side. Havertz. Through to Rice. Rice finds Mount. Back to Chilwell. Chilwell on a bit of a run. Has Rice inside him. And he's put it into that space for Mount. Mount. Havertz. He's missed the target. You come back. Final 2 changes. Shalabar has come in on the right for Reece James, who is tired. And Azpilicueta on the left side of defence, taking over from Ben Chilwell, who is also very tired. We just need to note that Wesley Fofana is also tired in the central defence as well. Plus, our central midfield is also getting very tired. Kuna with a free kick. Another goal now would really put the cat amongst the pigeons, and Maximin is in. Mendy. Oh. Azpilicueta, I'm not playing Mendy again. And if he wants to go, he can go. 4 minutes of injury time. We have a corner. Can we get one back? Mount. It's headed clear. Shalabar is there. Garcia. Come on, boys. Garcia didn't manage to connect with that. Havertz is deep. Rice. Otavio. And it's a poor. And they have a counter on. Azpilicueta is underneath it. Holds it up for just a little bit, but they're on the ascendancy. Azpilicueta cuts that out. Right. Garcia. Come on. Chance for another attack now. Garcia out wide looking for Mason Mount. He finds him. Can Mason Mount do something here? Into the box. He's had a go himself. It's gone in. Mason Mount, 16th goal of the season. And we have got that one back, which means we are possibly only going away with a 1 goal deficit into the second leg. Mason Mount all on his own. Nobody else there. And it really took a deflection off the defender. I think he was trying to get that out wide for somebody on the far side. And it's all over. A 2-1 loss then in the first leg. Trippier and Olmo, the scorers for Newcastle. Mason Mount getting one back 2 minutes into injury time in the second half. And, well, what can you say? 11 shots, 4 on target, 1.13. 58% of the possession. They had 8 shots, 3 on target, or 1.44. They deserved the win, really. But at least we're only taking 1 goal deficit back to our place. And there we go. Confirmation of the results. 2-1 loss then. And Manchester City winning 3-0 against Arsenal. Haaland, Felix and Castagna are the scorers for Manchester City, puts them in a good position going to the Emirates, and I think they're in a box position. Ours is a bit more open, thankfully. Right, we're going to come back pretty much straight away for Millwall in the FA Cup third round, and then the return of Newcastle. 2-1 down at half-time effectively. Need to turn it around in the second to see if we can get through to our second final in the Carabao Cup for the second year running, and of course defending champions. So we'll be looking hopefully to be able to do that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, then it's best to follow me on JustOffsideFM. That's on Twitter, of course. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 32. It's out on Tuesday. And until then, I wish you a very good weekend. Until then, goodbye.